Hello, collective. This is Tam from Artemis Oracle. Let's get a quick energy check-in for you. Wow, soul contract, fated connections, karmic relationships, spiritual agreements, destined to meet. So some of you may be meeting somebody that you may have some sort of soulmate or soul contract with. Soulmates don't have to be romantic partners, or you know, they could just be family, friends, acquaintances. They could be quick interactions that you have with people, and they may say, I don't, for some reason I'm going to say, they may say or do something that triggers you. And it could be a good trigger or a bad trigger, but I would think it's more a good trigger, because I think it's something that is going to help you with your heart, with you opening your heart, with you being more receptive about something. But it could also be, because karmic relationships don't necessarily have to be negative. So let's find out more about this soul contract. Okay, we got 4 cards coming out. King of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with air sign energy, or are an air sign energy. And then, fire sign. I thought of air, fire and air, they're the opposites of each other. So that may resonate with you, but it's a fire sign energy, right? And we also have the 10 of Cups with, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. We got 2 10s of Cups, because this deck has 2 versions of the 10 of Cups. So you have 2 10 of Cups here, but 7 of Swords, which is the air sign energy. That's interesting, because with the Magician, manifestation, Gemini energy. Okay, that's interesting. You know, when I think about this, you see there's a feminine figure and a masculine figure. There may be a masculine figure, or anybody who embodies the masculine energy, divine masculine energy, that may be wanting to take action with something. But then there may be a air sign energy, or just somebody with the energy of being in the 7 of Swords, which has to do with strategy, scheming. It could be being sneaky. It could also be self-sabotage, you know, because if you look at this and the order it came out, so it would be here to here. It's like whoever may be in the self-sabotaging energy may be walking away from a love situation, whereas the King of Wands is looking towards this energy. You know, so I think that there may be some sort of soul contract, some agreement where it's supposed to, I don't know. I feel like it's like, if you're dealing with somebody, one person, you take it as it resonates, there may be one person who is more willing to give, and another person who is, I don't want to say willing to take, but not willing to give back. Or there could just be somebody that's in the self-sabotaging energy with the Magician. It could be, maybe there's maybe a little bit of manipulation, but sometimes it could be something that you manifested. Maybe some of you have thought about or wanted to meet a soulmate. You wanted to interact with a soulmate. I'm thinking love situation. It doesn't have to be romantic. But when you have a King of Wands energy with the 10 of Cups, this is about happiness. This is about harmony. This is about family. It's about emotional connectedness and meeting of 2 minds and meeting of 2 hearts. But there may be somebody having sabotaging thoughts, or maybe sabotaging the connection, you know? And it's interesting because you see 2 swords right there by themselves. This person may be sabotaging the connection because of an indecisiveness on their part. It's interesting that there's a skyline here in the background. So some of you may be living in New York or anywhere that has a skyline where there's buildings. You know, that could be, I think Australia has a skyline like that. I don't know any other places. But any place where they have like water and a skyline where there's large, tall buildings. Justice has to do with balance. I did mention air sign energy earlier. And the star, Aquarius. So Justice and Libra. So somebody may be manifesting a situation where their, you know, wish is coming true, but it's where there could bring balance and restore balance in a connection, or restore balance. It could be even karmic balance, you know. This could be a lesson where, because like I mentioned, there's two swords in the background. The two swords, they represent like being of two minds, trying to decide which way to go, trying to go within. But then Five of Swords is about in conflict right here. When you put them together, someone has having an internal conflict with themselves about a connection, about can there be mutual love and balance, respect, harmony, you know? And then the conflict, mental conflict right here. Six of Pentacles. It's about giving and taking. It's about generosity. It's about balance. It's about, balance with the scale. So I think some of you may be dealing with a situation where there may be somebody in conflict about how to bring balance, restore balance in the situation. Someone is trying to manifest a connection. It could be somebody that you've dealt with in the past, or someone you're currently dealing with, or maybe somebody who you're manifesting, you know. It's definitely a soulmate contract type. 555 isn't saying that. I think there's going to be some sort of change in the situation where there's going to be mutual love and respect. I'm going to have to end the reading there because my phone is about to lose memory. So from what I'm getting, there is a fire sign energy who is looking to be in a happy situation and wants it to be mutual, where both people are in the same place, same mind frame, or on the same goal or path. But someone has to release some self-sabotaging thoughts and beliefs, you know, or to stop running. Or maybe someone has to be more forthcoming and giving rather than always taking. So I hope this reading resonates. Take care. Bye.